Okay, hi, good morning. I'm Amy, and today we're going to be making a coping box with a little bit of a sensory focus. And having a coping box is something that you can keep around the house, and it's beneficial maybe during times of stress or increased emotional distress. And it's an opportunity for you to kind of go through things that might be beneficial to help with calming you personally down. And like I said, we're going to have a little bit of a sensory focus for this. Right now, during these kind of increased times of stress, you might be processing a little bit more sensory input than you usually do, maybe being around people you're not used to. You might also be experiencing the opposite, where maybe spending some time in isolation, you're not necessarily getting all the input that you're used to. So our sensory box that we're going to make, our coping skills box, is going to hope to kind of give you the opportunity to manage the sensory input that's coming to you specifically so that you can work with doing some calming activities. So where I'm going to start today is we're going to start with our sense of smell. Okay. Our sense of smell is really linked a lot to our emotions and our memories. And so finding calming scents around your house that you can use will be beneficial to you because it's a quick, easy way to kind of open up your senses. Right now what I have lavender essential oils. And what I usually do is I put a little Ziploc bag with some cotton balls in it and just put a couple of drops in there. You can zip it up and keep it in there in your box, and whenever you feel a little bit distressed, you can just take a second, breathe deep, and inhale those nice, calming, relaxing smells of lavender. Our health and wellness team also has these little sniffy sticks that are available. If you can get some of those, they're out there, and they are filled with different scents as well. Some other calming things that you might be able to do for your scents is candles. And some of the best ones to look at are probably ones that are maybe orange scented or vanilla or sugar, just a nice calming scent, nothing too strong. After that, we can look at our sense of taste. So if you're wanting kind of a calming flavor, what we try to do is we try to stay with things that are a little bit more sweet. And so that might be something like a soft piece of chocolate or a nice chewy candy. Calming flavors that we want to look for is like a little bit more sweet, a little less on the side of mint or spearmint. Try to stay more kind of on the calmer flavors. I also like to include a little tea bag for myself. This is my favorite tea, and I'll keep that in there take it out and make myself a nice little cup. The next one that we might look towards is our vision. So right now, with all of us staying indoors, if you have the ability to step outside and be able to be in nature and see the sunlight and the trees, that's beneficial. But if you don't have that access, you can put a picture of kind of a natural landscaping in there. I'm including photos of family. So when I look at this and I have the opportunity to see my dad, it brings up a lot of different memories for me. And I think that that's a pleasant addition for myself. The next thing that you can do for hearing is I include my earbuds, and with that I'd connect myself to soft soothing music like the ones that we have playing. Piano music and classical music is very calming to our senses. You can also do natural sounds like ocean waves or waterfalls. There's a lot of apps out there for guided meditation. That's something that you can include as well. Our next one for our sense of touch is that you can use different types of fabrics. So right here I have a little silky one, and it's a nice one just to kind of rub in between my fingers. But we also have different things maybe that can give you a little bit more sensory input that's not just that immediate touch, but like a proprioceptive, and that's kind of or a deep touch that maybe like the sensories that are deeper in your hands might feel. So we have these little squishy balls, and those are nice. They help you relieve a little stress and get a little input into your fingers and through your hand. Modeling clay is another good one too, being able to squeeze it, roll it, pound it out, taking some time to maybe make little figurines. It just gives your brain a little bit of time to focus on some other different things while you're working with your hands. I like to include bubbles or a balloon for deep breathing. And I like to do the bubbles because it takes a minute to kind of deep breath in and slowly blow your bubbles away. And then as they go, you can pop them as they fall. Same thing with the balloon, deep breath in, slowly blow it up, and then you can give yourself a little auditory stimulation. The last one that I do that I include with it is I always like to keep a journal in mine. Mine's just a little notepad. And then I keep some of my favorite kind of pins that are in there. And I use this as an opportunity to either do some doodling, some mindful drawing of just kind of watching how my pen goes across the page, or using it as an opportunity to actually do some journaling, maybe write out what's causing me some distress, or an opportunity to maybe write some of the things that I may be grateful for, or just take a moment to just draw something out, have a little bit of fun. And I think that's about all. That's about all I can fit in my box. So if you can make one that's personalized towards you, then you can have it and store it somewhere inside your house so that when you're feeling a little bit distressed or overwhelmed, you can pull it out and give yourself a little bit of freedom. Thank you.